If you are experiencing COD Black Ops 6 loading screen issue, then you are at the right place. We have got the best ways to fix the issue. Welcome back to Silicophilic, your go-to source for tech tips and fixes. Method 1. Check the system requirements. First, make sure your system fulfills the minimum requirements to run the game. Here are the minimum and recommended requirements for COD Black Ops 6. Check these. Minimum requires a 64-bit processor and operating system. OS Windows 10 64-bit. Processor AMD Ryzen 5 1400 or Intel Core i5-6600. Memory 8GB RAM. Graphics AMD Radeon RX 470, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 960 or Intel Arc A580. DirectX version 12. Network broadband internet connection. Additional notes: SSD with 128GB available space at launch. Recommended: requires a 64-bit processor and operating system. OS Windows 10 64-bit or Windows 11 64-bit. Processor AMD Ryzen 5 1600X or Intel Core i7-6700K. Memory 12GB RAM. Graphics AMD Radeon RX 6600 XT or NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti or RTX 3060. DirectX version 12. Network broadband internet connection. Additional notes: SSD with 128GB available space at launch. You can also visit this link and check out the system requirements for the game. The link is provided in the description below, so you can copy and paste it from there. Method 2. Try Steam in Big Picture mode. If you are running the game from Steam, then try to launch it with Big Picture mode. Open Steam, and here you should see the Big Picture mode icon. Use this Big Picture mode for COD Black Ops 6 and see if it launches. Method 3. Perform a clean boot. The programs and services running in the background interfere with your game and cause loading issues. So perform a clean boot to disable those unnecessary running services. Press Windows plus R keys to launch the Run utility. Enter msconfig in the Run command box and hit Enter. The system configuration window will open now. Select the Services tab and check the box right beside Hide all Microsoft services. Close the window and right-click on your taskbar. Click on Task Manager. Next, click on the Startup tab and right-click on the programs you want to disable. Click the Disable option. After finishing the process, restart your PC. Now launch the game. Method 4. Launch COD Black Ops 6 from its installation folder. Sometimes launching the game from the game launcher can cause issues, so launch the game from the game installation folder. Open Steam and right-click on the game. Go to Properties. Select Install Files and click on Browse. This should take you to the game installation folder. Here, we are showing this game as an example. The steps are the same for Black Ops 6. Once found, try launching the game from here. Method 5. Run Steam with administrative privileges. The next thing you can do is run Steam as an administrator and then launch the game. To do that, go to the Steam installation folder. Right-click on the Steam exe and open its properties. Head to the Compatibility tab. Check the box for Run this program as an administrator. Click on Apply and then on OK. Now launch the game and check. Method 6. Verify the integrity of the game files. Missing or corrupted game files can also cause issues while playing COD Black Ops 6. So verify the game files. Here is how you can verify the integrity of the game files from Steam platform. Head to the Steam library, right-click on the game and open its properties. Here, we are showing the game as an example. Go to the Install Files tab and click on the Verify Integrity of the Game Files option. Wait till Steam verifies the game files and download the missing file or fix the corrupted game files. Once done, launch the game and check. Method 7. Troubleshoot the graphics drivers. You should always keep them updated to avoid issues while gaming. Right-click on the Windows search button and choose Device Manager. Go to the Display Adapters section and then expand it. Right-click on your graphics driver and click on the Update Driver option. Select the Search Automatically for Drivers option and follow the instructions provided on screen to download and install the latest driver. You should visit the official websites of your graphics card manufacturer to update your graphics card drivers. These websites are linked in the description below. Download the latest drivers for the graphics card installed on your computer from these websites. Follow the on-screen instructions to complete the driver installation process. Once done, restart your system, then open the app again to check for any updates. If any update is available, download and install them. If you have multiple GPUs for your computer, then make sure you use the one exclusively for gaming. This ensures a better gaming experience. So using the dedicated GPU for gaming can avoid issues while playing games like COD Black Ops 6. Here is how to check if you are running the dedicated graphics card. Although this depends upon your operating system and your specific graphics card. Press Windows key plus R to launch the Run utility. Type dev.mgmt.msc and press Enter. Expand Display Adapter section in the Device Manager. Here, you will find the two adapters, one for your dedicated graphics card and the one for integrated graphics card. The dedicated graphics card should have a longer and more specific name than the integrated one. The dedicated graphics card may also have a higher memory size listed. So run COD Black Ops 6 with the dedicated graphics card. Method 8. Try a lower resolution for the game. Open Windows settings by pressing Windows plus I keys, then go to System tab and select Display and then head to Display Resolution. You can try a lower resolution than the recommended one for your PC and check if the game loads now. Method 9. Allow COD Black Ops 6 through firewall. Another potential cause of this issue could be firewall interference. So you can check that by allowing the game through firewall and your antivirus program. Here, we are showing how to allow the game through Windows Security. Open the Windows Security app using the search menu. Now click on the Firewall and Network Protection option. After that, tap on the Allow an app through firewall option from the right side pane and then press the Change Settings button. Next, click on the Allow another app button and then press the Browse button to select the game exe file. Click on Open and then click on the Add button. You will now see the game under the list of allowed apps and features. Tick the checkbox associated with the game and enable it on both public and private networks. Once done, you can press the OK button to save changes. Finally, you can relaunch the game file and check if it is loading now properly. Method 10. Close programs running in the background. Sometimes streaming and downloading can compete for resources and cause issues while playing games like COD Black Ops 6. So close unnecessary apps to free up bandwidth for COD Black Ops 6. Right-click on the Windows Start button and then select Task Manager. Go to the Processes tab and right-click on the processes you want to close. Select the End Task option. Repeat the same for each task you want to kill. Then exit the window. Method 11. Unplug the USB devices. Sometimes the USB devices attached to your PC can also cause gaming issues. So disconnect the peripherals like HOTAS, pedals, mouse, wheel raiser, Tartarus, or any additional USB adapter connected to your PC. You should also disconnect any joystick, controller, or multiple monitor setup. Method 12. Increase VRAM. Type Advanced System Settings in the Windows search menu and select the top search result. Under Performance, click Settings. Go to the Advanced tab. Under Virtual Memory, click Change. Uncheck Automatically Manage Paging File Size for all drives. Choose the drive where you want to store the paging file. Select Custom Size. In the Initial Size field, enter a value equal to 1.5 times of your total available RAM. In the Maximum Size field, enter a value that is 3 times of your total RAM. To check that, open Windows Settings and then from the System tab, select About. Check the RAM. Once you have set the value, click on Set, then OK twice and then restart your PC. Method 13. Install the correct version of DirectX. Many games, including COD Black Ops 6, require a specific version of DirectX to run properly. If you have an outdated or incompatible version, it will cause issues. The latest version of DirectX ensures the game's improved performance. Search DirectX Runtime Download on Google and open the first result from Microsoft.com. Select the installer language you prefer and click on Download. Wait for the download to finish and then run the installer. Complete the installation and wait for the installation to finish. After the installation completes, restart your PC. Method 14. Install Visual C++ Redistributable. Installing Visual C++ Redistributable can be helpful while playing COD Black Ops 6, since it includes a set of libraries that helps the game rely on and function normally. If these libraries are missing or outdated, it leads to loading screen issues. To install Visual C++ Redistributable, search for Visual C++ Redistributables in Google. Click on the first link of Microsoft.com. Download the recently available Visual C++ Redistributables. Ensure you download for the correct architecture like x64 for 64-bit systems and x86 for 32-bit systems. Install the downloaded file and restart your PC. Method 15. Avoid overclocking. Overclocking can boost the system's performance but sometimes strain your PC's components and cause loading screen issues while gaming. So, disable overclocking and see if this can fix the issue. Boot into your BIOS or UEFI settings. The process of booting into BIOS varies from system to system, so you can visit your manufacturer's website to know how to boot into your BIOS or go through the user manual to find it. Here are the steps to enter into BIOS or the UEFI settings. Open your Windows settings, click on Recovery from the right pane. Then click on the Restart Now button next to Advanced Startup. Once your PC restarts, select Troubleshoot, then go to Advanced Options. Then you should find the UEFI firmware settings. Once you boot into your BIOS or UEFI settings, navigate to the overclocking section and then disable it. You should close all the overclocking apps like MSI Afterburner or similar apps. And there you have it. The methods to fix COD Black Ops 6 loading screen issues. We hope one of these methods have worked for you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more tech tips and troubleshooting guides. Leave a comment and help others know which solution solved your problem. Thanks for watching and we will see you in the next video.